Every time you see me, I'm a star. Who is JaeWay? Who is this guy? Who is JaeWay? Look, man, we out here getting some early morning work. It's currently like 7:10 in the morning. We've been grinding, man, my boy. You know that we get this work in daily. No matter if we're a professional or not. Let's get it.
Look, I can't even lie to y'all, man. This next level up, shit about to get scary. Damn, man.
My name is Rasul Jamil Martin. I go by Jamil, but I really prefer to go by JaeWay, my nickname. The way I got that nickname was a long time ago. We can talk about that story if y'all want to talk about this story, but that story really isn't important to the video that I'm making today. I'm about to motivate and inspire a lot. I tell this story a lot in my lifestyle that I live to people that I meet in real life, and they tell me, dang, you just really inspired me. Then they put a beautiful smile on a lot of people's faces. So I wanted to share it with y'all because I really, mess with y'all. And I got nothing but love for y'all. I want y'all to succeed as bad as you can breathe. But I'll take y'all back to when I graduated high school, 2018. I had went out to Garden City in Kansas in the spring, right? I'm giving it all I got. I'm going crazy. Now the older players, they cussing the coaches out, treating them like dogs. And then it's me, you feel me? I'm yes sir, no sir, came down from South. The coaches treat me like a dog. But when the older guys do it, they weren't doing nothing to them. You feel me? So I'm guessing they had to go through that to get in that position to talk to the coach like that. But it still don't make it right. So I'm going through that every day. You feel me? And I feel like I'm the only one that's targeted. Because some of the boys that I came in with, they on the field, they got the pass, the coach is loving them, this and that. You feel me? And I know my worth. So like, I'm young and all, but it's really molding me into a different type of breed. Because like, you're not about to sit here and treat me like some players can go through that. But me, on the other hand, I felt like I shouldn't be going through that. So time went on, the season came, and it kept going, It didn't stop. They didn't light up on me, none of that. School, on the other hand, I did not like school. One reason I went to school and started playing ball was because everybody was telling me like I didn't have a plan for myself. They was like, go to school, play ball, this and that. I wasn't doing that for me. Like, I wanted to play ball, but I wasn't into school. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. But since everybody was influencing me to do it, why not? Let's go for it. And it was not the best experience for me, especially not in Kansas. So by the time the season was going or whatever, I had an altercation with one of the coaches. Then after that, they had took my pass or whatnot, and then they said go talk to the head coach. I went to go talk to the head coach. He was like, don't worry about it no more. You can get your pass back. So the whole time y'all been playing me like I'm a kid. Like, y'all not about to sit here and treat me like this. You know what? Told the head coach, I had talked to my mom about it. I said, I'm going to just release myself. So I got my release papers. He asked me, is that what I really wanted to do? Then I ended up transferring to New York to another school. It was one of the best decisions. Things was going good. Let me tell you, I'm working out. The coaches got their eyes on me. They really loving me. My yes sir, no sir. They falling in love with it. They like, yeah, I love a down south player. And I'm like, yes, I'm finally in the right position for myself. So boom, right when things was going good, COVID hit. When COVID hit, it was in 2019 going into 2020, man. That was the worst transformation of my life at that time. That's when I was almost about to be homeless my first time. Like, they said, I don't know where y'all going, but y'all gotta get out the dorm. Y'all gotta go back home. I'm like, I can't go back home. Mind you, when I had just graduated from high school, went out to college, my mom was looking forward to moving to Greenville. But the people that owned the house that we was in, they said she moved before the lease. So they made it seem like she got evicted. Or, you feel me, she moved before the time was up. So they put a bad name on her credit and made her look bad just because she was moving. Out of all the time we done put into that house and all the money we done put in for about 10 years, like I grew up in the house, and they did that to my mama. So my mama had to go stay with my cousin Junior. If it wasn't for Junior, I don't know who my mama would have had. But I didn't know what was going on because I was in school at the time, right? So she didn't want me to come home. When I came home after leaving Kansas, before transferring to New York, I was staying at my cousin Junior house with my mom. You know, we comfortable, she working hard, she grinding, she doing what she do. She never fold ever throughout my whole life. She the definition of a queen to me, like real talk. So I know I'm talking pretty fast, but I'm trying to get it on out the way so y'all can be motivated for it. So I'm in New York. You know, what was I? I'm in New York, things going good, COVID hit. So I ain't have nowhere to go. If it wasn't for my homeboy Dale that I had met down there, I would have been rolling around with my suitcase because my mama them couldn't come get me because COVID just hit. So nobody could get in New York because New York had just shut down. If it wasn't for my boy Dale, I would have not had nowhere to stay. And his sister was staying in one of the worst parts of New York, in Brooklyn, Brownsville. If you don't believe me, look it up, man. It's like really like no movies we seen growing up, if you know what I'm talking about. Kids running around, the police can't handle them. Like, they out there fighting, shooting, doing all that. And we was sleeping with roaches and stuff like that. The elevators was beat down. The apartment complex, it was beat down bad, but it was somewhere to lay my head and I was comfortable. The roaches didn't bother me. And my white one, she would send me Target card. So we would go get groceries, bring us to the crib. Me and my boy Dad, we working out dedicated, knowing we about to go back to school. Never went back. Time went on, I ended up calling my mom. I'm like, I'm ready to come home. I don't care what home is, but I'm ready to come. So my dad ended up coming to get me. Pulled back into the city. I see my mom and my dad crib. I'm like, yeah, mom, let's go home. I'm finally here. Like, yeah. She's like, this is home. My dad had just recently lost his girlfriend who was supposed to be his wife. And they was staying with his mama. And he was taking care of my little brother. So he had to leave their house and get a 2-bedroom apartment to take care of my little brother. And it wasn't much, but it was something, you know? So it was better than the situation I was in, but I was almost homeless at that point too. Because if me and my mama didn't have my dad to look out for her, even though she was always there for him, you feel me? We wouldn't have had nowhere to go for real. Probably back to my cousin Junior house, but what if we didn't have Junior? So think about it. We was almost homeless. I was almost homeless twice. It's a part of my testimony. So I'd be up late nights doing schoolwork, hoping to get back on the field, hoping to go back to school. And I'm seeing my mama sleep on that carpet like, dang, we'd already been through a lot in our life. Like, us growing up together and me watching her make it through all her battles, this is not what her life's supposed to be. I'm seeing it now. And I'm up late nights like, dang, I gotta do something different. So I woke up, I'm like, Mom, let me get a job. You know how you always taught me about credit growing up? Let's start building it. Let me start building the foundation. Let me make a change. She like, no, I want you to focus on school. I want you to focus on football. You don't need to be thinking about no job. I'm like, Mama, this is what I want to do. She was like, okay, son. So with her being at one of her lowest, she like, this is what he want to do. This is what he want to do. So I ended up getting a job at Carolina Pride or whatever. A place down here where I'm from. About 6 months go by. I applied for my first apartment. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Got approved, man. My mom was so proud of me. She was like, thank you, son. Like, things was finally starting to go up. My dad wanted us to stay, but we had to go. It's always been me and my mama. So that's the only thing I knew. So we got that, we moved in, we getting comfortable, boom, boom, boom. Mind you, through all the midst of that, my dad lost the girl that he was supposed to marry, that he wanted to marry. I'm in a 2-year-long toxic relationship. School, football not going good, you feel me? And my mom was in a tough situation. At least I got some type of good out of that going at the time. So me and my mom, we moved into the spot that we had picked together. And then next thing you know, my dad had to go to court for addiction. And he got a rep sheet of doing bad stuff when he been growing up, running from the police, all that. Woo, woo. So I made his court case. I sat there and watched the judge look him in his eyes and I gave him no sympathy. Gave him 10 years off the rip. He had to look back at his kids and give each one of us a hug, knowing he not gonna see us for the next 10 years. I seen that while still going through a toxic relationship. But I put my mom in a position to have a crib though, somewhere to lay her head. And it was something affordable for her. She could help me build my credit. She ain't got to worry about helping me pay for school, helping me pay my bills. No, she can focus on her bills and focus on the crib bills that I put her in position for, well, we put her in position for it. She don't like to accept it when I say it like that. So I'm focusing on me. She ain't worrying about paying for my school no more. I'm doing it now. So things were going good with Carolina Pride. I ended up leaving Carolina Pride because I seen BMW plant job was having an opening. And I always said I was going to work there. So I ended up going there. I'm like, I'm doing good. School going good. I got a job at Carolina Pride. Shoot, let's go to BMW. Boom, I went to BMW, open interview, started that next day, full time, doing school. It ended up being hard on me. Football wasn't happening at the time, so I withdrew from classes. And I was working at BMW, ran up about 10 racks, just working hard, staying focused, paying my stuff, wood. Then next thing you know, one of my boys called me and said, we going back, we about to play ball again. So I entered back into classes, quit BMW, and started that semester and made straight A's and B's. Ready to go back to school. And then August 23rd came, they said, we not going back to school. I was like, what? I just went this hard to be eligible for the season. We're supposed to be going back to ball. So BMW was having to open again, but this time I went part-time so I can manage school and be at BMW. So I'm working now. Through the midst of that, the toxic relationship broke up with me. I got a better relationship. My dad was gone. All the toxic things, the toxic friendships I had in my life was like, it disappeared out of my life. And it was just a new girl. Me and my mama straight now. And I'm working at BMW part-time, finishing up school. So through the time of part-time at BMW, I realized I'm doing school for no reason. I was here for football, and football keep being pushed back. Like, let me create a plan for myself. So I created a plan for myself, started building a foundation. And now I got a multi-million-dollar plan. Like, through the midst of all of that, I still remained focused, still kept my head up, still kept the biggest smile on my face. I don't know how I did it, but I did it, and I prayed about it. And everything I manifested and prayed about, I'm right here, right now. And everything I'm manifesting and praying about now, I know I'm heading now. Like, this testimony of mine is crazy, and this only, like, a little bit of it. This ain't even the full thing. I'm not even telling y'all the full story. I'm just telling you something that's gonna touch you and let you know that anything you're going through in life, even when you're at your lowest, like I was at my lowest twice, pick your head up. Whatever God put you through, let's do it. Do it with your chin up, chest out, and go crazy, bro. It's nothing in this world, no sad story that can make me say, dang, bro, I feel for you. I feel for you. But drop them tears and pick your head up and go crazy, bro, because that's the only, nobody cares if you fail. It's all about you being great. If you want to be great, man, go be great. If you want to be rich, go be rich. Speak highly of yourself. Speak positivity into the air. If you speak negative is what you're going to get. If you surround around people who just toxic, always talking about somebody two-faced it, all of that, that's what you're going to get. But if you surround yourself around the right people who think wise and want the greater things out of life, that's exactly what you're gonna get. I promise you. Speak high vibrations. I promise you. Like, I only got my boy Kendall and my girl. Like, I got people I talk to, and I spread nothing but all of my energy onto them, and they bring it to me too. But they're my two loyal people. You don't need that many people around you. Like, I don't do the fun stuff that the normal 21, 22, 20-year-olds do. The ones in the 20, I don't party, I don't do none of that. I'm focused right now. I'm elevating. I'm taking off in life. Man. Everything I say I'm gonna accomplish, I accomplish it. Everything I want, all we gotta do is manifest it. The team I done built up, my mama in position to where she wanna go get her crib now. She leaving the foundation that I built. But I'm bringing somebody else in. And y'all will see that over time. What I'm doing, I'm building an empire, y'all. And y'all gonna see all of that. I know I'm talking y'all head off, but I just want y'all to be motivated in the life that y'all live. And stay inspired, man. This is who JaeWay is. I'm 22. And I'm gonna go get her. I'm an influencer, motivator. I inspire a lot. I'm a hustler. I like to hustle hard, and I like to hustle smart. I'ma find the easiest route, but I'ma do it in a smart way. And I was born into this situation I'm in right now. But I'm going as hard as I can so my niece, Maya, don't have to go through this. She want a Tesla. I don't have time to chill. I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Edit each and every day. Create a routine for yourself. Be self-disciplined. Have the confidence in yourself to know. Like, you think I want to get up every day at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3:45 a.m. in the morning? You think I want to do that? No. It's because my baby girl, my niece, is looking up to me. My mama believed in me to be the greatest son she ever could have ever created. Like, I got brothers and sisters looking up to me. I don't even talk to them as much, but I got much love for them and they look up to me. I got my own pops locked behind bars saying he proud of me. Like, do you know how much that means? I got a lot of weight on my shoulders, and that's the weight I desire, because that's the only way I'm gonna be the greatest I can be each and every day. At the stage that I'm at, I'm going into my next chapter of my next foundation that I done put together. And y'all about to see life go from this stage right here to here. Like, I want y'all to be a firm believer, because like, what I've done already, I let my people know, and now they firm believers in me. So with me telling y'all this right now, when I get to here, y'all gonna be like, yeah, I'm a firm believer in that boy JaeWay now. Yeah, I like to go by JaeWay. You ain't gotta call me Jimmy Hill, Rasul, Marion, none of that. JaeWay. That's what I like. I done got everything paid off. I'm working on building up. You know, I can't tell you for real because I want to pop out with it, for real, for real. But it's the end of that, man. I hope it really touched at least one of y'all, or a couple of y'all, or all of y'all. Go get it. And don't let nobody stop y'all. You want to be on top of the mountain? Hey, guess what? It's another mountain you're going to have to climb when you get on the top of that mountain. It don't stop. And when you die, that's when you stop. Until you know what's next. It's your boy JaeWay coming to you with one of them. One of them. What's the move, gang? I'm gone, dog.